Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. The NBA Cup has been pretty wild so far. And now we're in the Western Conference quarterfinal. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sideline.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Look at Portland. They hold the first place spot in the conference, just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And checking out Dallas, 2 spots down.
And you know, for the Mavericks, they've gotten off to a terrific start this year. We knew they were capable of playing terrific basketball, and so far, they have not disappointed.
Yeah, and there really hasn't been any feeling out process for them at the start of the season. They were in peak form immediately.
Now we'll look at Dallas' starting lineup.
Sliding into the wing positions will be Thompson and Flagg. The 4 and 5, it's Davis and Lively.
And it's Irving at the 1 spot. And for Portland,
Williams is out there with Denny Avdia.
and it's Smith. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Holiday in at the 2 spot. Now here is Holiday. Really played well against Memphis in his last outing.
And here we are in the knockout round of the NBA Cup. It's the Western Conference quarterfinal.
And this should be a playoff-like atmosphere. I wouldn't be surprised to see the coaches play with some matchups and even shorten their rotation.
And here's Smith after the 3-pointer from Klay Thompson. Smith the pass to Avdia. From outside the arc, Smith gets it to go on the assist by Avdia. Smith's got his 2nd basket of the night.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And that one's good. Flagg.
And we see some of the competitiveness of Flagg. The response, that 3 right back at you.
Outside Holiday. Smith kicks to Lillard. And another 3 for Portland.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Irving. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Houston. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. And now in the first half of December, more games under our belt. The power rankings starting to take shape. Look at the Mavericks. They ascend up the list to number 3 with some spirited play.
And when you look at Portland, they are still holding on to that number 1 spot midway through the season. I really admire how consistent they've been continuing to play their brand of basketball.
Oh, that's a nice reply by Klay Thompson, a great shooter and a great competitor.
For Kyrie Irving, Doris, what a run to the finals in 2024 with the Mavs.
He works seamlessly with the great Luka Doncic, and the beauty of Kyrie Irving historically is put him next to a great player, and you will not in any way diminish his game.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA scoring-wise. And you take a look at Smith, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And all you have to do is point to his name at the top of that list. Does that tell the story well enough or what? What a season.
Down low. Flagg with it, working on Smith. The layup off target. Trailblazers leading by 6.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Chauncey Billups. I asked him how they prepared for this matchup against Anthony Davis, and Coach responded saying, you have to prepare for his impact on both ends. Offensively, he's terrific around the rim and pretty much unguardable when his jumper is falling. And defensively, he does it all. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you.
Smith with it, picked up by Davis.
Count that bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Thompson the bounce pass. Pass to Lively. Rebound by Williams.
Nothing more important than contesting layups and dunks. A great job defensively.
Here's Smith. And Smith with the stop.
Oh, taking it to the rack. with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And it's Irving with the ball for Dallas. 9-point game. Last time they met was in Dallas.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
Smith's shot is good.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Irving looking over the floor. Thompson, high post. Plays it up and banks it in. Thompson's got 11 points.
He has been a one-man show trying to keep them competitive.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Wade, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Toumani Camara comes in for Avdia. Aiden Sharp's checked in for Drew Holiday. And Scoot Henderson subbed in for Damian Lillard. And then for Dallas, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Washington comes in for Flag. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Washington. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Boy, that's how you execute in the painted area. Love when P.J. Washington is assertive.
Pass to Kamare. And the Trailblazers, another three.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And Thompson gets it to go.
Boy, this guy's been a monster this quarter. His team has needed it.
For three, Smith. And again, it's Portland with the three.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Now, here's Gafford. Still without a basket. Pass to Thompson. 6 to shoot. Fade away. Again, the Mavericks score.
Well, Thompson is having no trouble finding himself shots, and he'll just keep pouring them in as long as he can.
Smith for three. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Big-time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And so it's Portland enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Outside, Davis. Pass to Thompson. There's the triple. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. Thompson's got 22 points.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end. Boy, a strong finish down low. The defense was there, but he was not going to be denied.
So, great for Cooper Flag. Both of his parents were college basketball players.
Yeah, and I love that Cooper's mom calls him String Bean. Though at this point, he's a powerful young man. And he also has a twin brother, Ace, who's got some talent as well.
Thompson for the triple. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
You look at Smith, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Outside Irving. To the middle. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Nathaniel Gafford is a vertical threat at the cup. Look out below.
Here's Smith, and Portland again with the bucket.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
For the Trailblazers, Robert Williams comes in for Tamani Kamara. And it's Drew Holiday in for Lillard. And Dallas with a change here, too. Washington's checked in for Klay Thompson. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Washington. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, guys. Well, Anthony Davis talked about the pairing with him and Kyrie Irving, and he said, quote, "Kai can do it all. There is no flaw in his game, and with me being able to play in the pocket and roll to the rim, be a lob threat, pick and pop, and handle, where he can come set a screen for me, I think we complement each other very well." Back over to you guys.
Quite the tandem. Thanks a lot, Allie. Another three for Dallas.
Well, shaky start. He's putting that in the rear view and finding his groove.
Trailblazers leading by 9. Smith the pass to Avdia. Over Davis. And Avdia the bucket on the assist by Smith. Avdia's got his second basket of the night. Indoors with the big trade last season, there's more than a little pressure to win in Dallas.
Kevin, this organization traded away a generational star in Luka Doncic, one of the great players we've seen come into the league as an 18-year-old. And you got a player in Anthony Davis who has an injury history and is 6 years older. You better believe there's pressure in D-Town.
Nice shot by Smith.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Smith kicks to Avdia. Back to Smith. Pass to Sharp. Just 4 to shoot. Hangs home the trifecta. Sharp's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Portland. The shot comes out, and so it's Portland. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West.
And taking a look at the Trailblazers, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said, we can handle it, and they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the league.
And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the Dallas Mavericks.
They're getting cooked from long distance. Defensively, they have to do a better job of closing out.
Yeah, especially these days. It's not enough to protect the paint. Got to patrol the ARC as well.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there by Fresh.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. We've got Holiday. Bob Williams is out there with Denny Avdia. And it's Smith, and it's Lillard in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
And you see the kind of basketball IQ Flag possesses offensively. Has a great feel for when to score.
And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Thursday, they'll go up against Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And for their matchup with New Orleans, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Back to Lillard. Shot clock at 5. Over Irving. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Lillard's got 8 points. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charani. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That is so true. Shams, thank you very much for the report. Hands it from downtown.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Davis surveying the floor. It's Irving, top of the key. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Lillard against Irving. Pass to Thompson. Outside, Davis. Here's Flag. And a miss there on the triple. Trailblazers leading by 8. Here's Smith.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
Wow, that bucket comes off such a good feed by Denny Avdia. Genuinely selfless with the basketball.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play. Brought to you by AT&T. Irving for 3, gets the three-pointer to fall. Irving's got 5 now.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here, defending the triple.
Toumani Camara, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Well, some rookies have been making a name for themselves in the glass this past month. Let's see who we're talking about. Look at Smith, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game. And, of course, Cooper Flag. He's right there as well.
And they've each come into their own, I think, as rebounders during this stretch. I think they're getting used to the more physical nature of the NBA. And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally, using the size. Flag going to work around the rim.
You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a work of art.
He makes it look so easy, but that fluidity is the result of countless hours in the gym and perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary.
Davis with a screen on Howard. Thompson with the bucket.
Yeah, you keep defenders guessing with the ability to get to that in-between game. Part of what makes Klay Thompson an all-star.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Here's Smith. And that one drops for him. Smith's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Dallas making a switch here. Washington's checked in. And a quick look at some of the numbers for him.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Here's Washington. Makes it off the glass. Washington's got 10 points.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Smith the pass to Lillard. Pulls up. And again, it's Portland converted.
Yeah, he's had a one-track mind this quarter, and that is score the basketball.
Irving against Lillard. Davis with a screen on Lillard. A shot's good from Irving.
I mean, if you want to chase him off the line, that's fine, but that ability to dribble drive, this guy is impossible to guard. Kyrie Irving.
That bucket in no time at all. Smith's got 48.
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Dean Wade, he's checked in for Avdia. A different look now for Portland. Smith checked in for Max Strus. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Scoot Henderson. Dallas also making some changes. Davis is checked in for Thompson. Flagg comes in for Marshall. And it's Russell in for Kyrie Irving. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. And it's small and power forward. It'll be Flagg and Davis. Russell is out there with Washington. And it's Gafford in at center. Yep, it counts.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Russell, no luck.
And they continue to control the glass.
Here's Smith. Hits it again. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. And clearly an important junction. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Derek Lively, he's checked in for the Mavericks. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He was harping on the number of offensive rebounds that they've given up. He told them they have to recommit to the defensive glass. He said, quote, "We're not walking away with the W if we don't box out." A simple message, guys, but an important one.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Smith for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Smith's got 53.
And another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Dallas moving it around. And he's good on the 3 ball.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page for the Trailblazers. Williams, he's checked in for Wade. Avdia comes in for Tamani Kamal. And it's Holiday in for Shaw. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Kyrie Irving comes in for D'Angelo Russell.
What a smooth-looking opportunity. Holiday in rhythm right there.
And Thompson kicks to Davis, and they double up Davis. Nobody near Irving. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 5 assists in the game. Here's Smith. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Outside, Smith. Now, Avdia. He drills the three.
Avdia showing you his catch-and-shoot skills.
Here's Irving. Here's Lively. On the wing, Thompson, guarded by Holiday. Davis setting the pick for Thompson. Defense all over him. Thompson.
That's an important shot right there, guys. I mean, he's produced from deep all game long.
Yeah, he's done more work outside the arc than inside, and that's not going to change now. They'll ride his long-range game all the way to the end of this one.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully...
And again for three.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got two guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
Thompson, a screen on Lillard. Here's Davis. Now Irving takes the three. Doesn't get that one.
55 seconds left in the fourth.
Smith with it. Fires the three. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And the three misses. Davis pulls it down.
And the Mavericks with possession here.
11-point game. Here's Flag. A three-pointer. Good. And it's Smith penetrating. Oh, that was a two-hander. Pulls the trigger. Another bucket. Wow. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin.
And this victory locks them in for the West semifinals of the NBA Cup tournament.
And you can tell the competition is getting fierce, right? Only 4 teams remaining on the road to winning that NBA Cup.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Fresh.